looking at the fixtures that we played in between episodes, we played Leicester, Brentford, Rapid Vienna, Arsenal, and Manchester United. You would expect us to beat maybe Brentford. We beat Manchester United and Arsenal and Rapid Vienna. I don't really know what happened here. Basically, we lost against Leicester. We weren't very good. I played Gavin Bazunu. He was terrible. Seems to be a theme of Gavin Bazunu. Against Brentford, Ethan Pinnock scoring twice in this one. Not ideal. Also, Marco Lavaja missing a penalty. Rapid Vienna, a nice, comfortable 3-0 victory. Arsenal, an 88th minute winner from Yusufa Moukoko, getting his second of the game. Against Man United, a 3-1 win here. We were superb. We just suddenly came to life in the 45th minute of the first half, scoring twice before the break, and then Adam Armstrong even coming off the bench, topping off the scoreline in the 93rd minute. It means, from a Premier League perspective, we are up in 5th place still. We are closing in on Brentford. What happened to Brentford? Have they just bought a load of people? Why are they suddenly doing so well? They've spent 7 million on Jan Cuoto, and that's about it. Let's jump into the first match of the episode then. Against Dinamo in the Europa League. We are technically qualified, but we still don't know whether we're finishing top or second. If we win this, we will be finishing top of the table because Dinamo have already qualified as well, and they are going to finish in the other position, basically. It's going to be Bazunu in goal, Livramento, Kasunu, Salisu and Frabotta in defence. James Ward-Prowse, Onyeka and Lavia in midfield. Brobby, Armstrong and Moukoko as our front three for this one. I have done some tweaks. We've got a complete wing-back on attack. We've got a Mazzala on support. We've got an inverted winger on support. I've done basically a lot of changes down the right-hand side because I think that's where we get a lot of, not necessarily chances, but we seem to come down the right-hand side and then go across to the left. And this is me not understanding how tactics and roles work, but I'm expecting Brobby, being an inverted winger, to sit about here, and Onyeka to sit about here, which then gives Livramento free rein all the way up and down that right-hand side. That's the plan. It's probably not how it's going to work. So, as mentioned, we are qualified, and this is a fancy view, isn't it? I mean, I guess it is just because of all the European matches, you get fancy views and camera angles like this, but it does just it looks quite nice, doesn't it? And I guess we're on TV as well. It's the Europa League, of course we're on TV. So I would expect us to win this game. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember fully, but I'm pretty sure we've won every single match so far in our group. Another win should be fairly easy and fairly on the cards. Armstrong has the ball in the middle to James Ward-Prowse. Forward finds Romeo Lavia. Onyeka with some space. He's just walked straight through him, hasn't he? He's just walked straight through them. Dominik Livakovic holds on to that one. One of the probably many times we're going to see Livakovic's name in your YouTube video because I assume he's still a very good and very cheap goalkeeper. Salisu, 20 minutes on the clock. Tino Livramento can run down that right-hand side. Good bit of hold-up play there. I like to see it. Ward-Prowse, forward. Lavia collects, lumps it upfield, finds Brobby on the right-hand side. He's got one option, maybe two in the middle. Moukoko is there, and it is blocked, saved by the keeper. It's going to be a corner. Ward-Prowse is going to take it as well from the right-hand side. I'm not sure why this is from the right-hand side. I thought it would have been from the left. It's towards Kasunu. He heads over the bar. We're playing Kasunu, by the way, because Chiletasar is currently out injured. Bella Kotchap currently injured as well. Kasunu is our fourth choice centre-back, but he's still very good. 10 minutes to play of the first half. Frabotta is going to not go anywhere near that. I thought he was going to just run on to the end of that and didn't bother instead. It's Livakovic with his kick upfield. Salisu controls it. I thought he was going to header that. He just controlled it calmly. Brobby with the ball. Through ball. Finds Adam Armstrong. And Adam Armstrong tucks that ball away. The flag goes up. I think this is going to count. We're getting VAR. Fancy Europa League VAR. And the goal has been awarded. We take the lead against Dinamo. We've got 10 minutes left to play the first half. And we are in front for the 5th time out of 5 so far in this competition. Satulo. What? Oh, okay. That was confusing. The camera angle was the wrong way round. The camera angle was the wrong way around. I thought we were shooting to the right. Instead, in that angle, we were shooting to the left. Still in the first half. Lavia's going to hopefully get there first, and he does. Moukoko doesn't win the header. It's Ademi. Now Satulo and Misic. Left-hand side is Lubicic. Could be his name. Might be his name. Not sure why I'm even trying to pronounce it. On the ground, crosses it in towards the front post. Dermich is there. Frabotta clears off the line. Is this a counter-attack? It may well be. Hold on. Adam Armstrong has broken through towards the left-hand side. Needs Moukoko to get into the box. He's just not bothering. Needs some support. He's won a corner. We survived. We survived that highlight, didn't we? And we've somehow managed to come out of it with a corner to ourselves. Ward-Prowse takes it towards Salisu. It's cleared. Ward-Prowse is going to get another chance towards Brobby, not paying enough attention, and Manalo, that's his name, can go for a run with the ball for Dynamo. And that run led to literally nothing, and the half-time whistle goes. We've got an XG of 2.22. Moukoko is not playing very well at all. I'm going to say to you, you've not been good enough. Get it together. Sort it out. You're on a 6-4. You're our top goal scorer. You should be getting some more goals. 10 minutes into the second half, Dynamo have the ball, coming forward with it as well. Manalo is the man, going for a run. Plays into Dermich, and Gavin Bazunu can just about stop that one from going in. Bazunu is not having a particularly good game, even though he's on the 7. That's fine. I'll let him off. Baturina with a corner for Dynamo towards the back post. Lavia heads clear. Nobody's there wearing a white and red shirt to collect it, so it's going to probably come straight back towards us. Satalo in towards the penalty area. Mokoku's there. Kasunu clears it. Lavia's just making a menace of himself in the middle there. Livramento clears. Brobby can control this. Get the ball down the line. Mokoku wants it. Through ball now. Through ball is over the top. I think Moukoko might have been offside anyway. We are pushing our luck here. We are definitely pushing our luck. Dynamo have only had 5 shots, but arguably should have scored from one of them. Baturina's corner comes in. Gavin Bazunu comes out, can hold on to that. So we are starting from the keeper. 70th minute. Moukoko is going to be coming off for it's not a former Dynamo man, but is a former Croatian footballer. Played in the Croatian League last couple of seasons, scoring a lot of goals in Levadia. So we're going to be seeing that at some point. But first, we do have to stop Dynamo from coming forward. Manalo with some space. Left-hand side is, I assume, their fullback. Manalo's going into the area. Brobby puts some pressure towards Baturina at the back post. It is blocked by somebody. I'm not sure who. And it's still going, though. Livramento barely gets a header on that. Brobby's lost possession in the penalty area. And Gavin Bazunu has just saved us there. Right, we've got some players who are not doing well. I say not doing well. We've got high ratings. But we're still not doing well, in my opinion. So Levadia is going to come on. Brobby, I'm playing him on the right-hand side, a position that he can't play, and he's on an 8.3. I'm happy with that. We're going to take off Kasunu for Bella Kotchap, which is a risk. It's a big risk. It's 20 minutes. No, we can't do that. We can do that, though. Walker Peters on at right back. Livramento's going to move to be a ball-playing defender in the middle, which is a bit odd. Frabota can also come off as well. No, we can't. We've got no left-backs. Into the final 10 minutes then, and if we can hold on, this isn't a terrible result. Away from home, Dynamo have been very good. 1.71 XG so far. We've kept them quiet in the second half. I say we've kept them quiet. They've kept us quiet in the second half. We have won the match. I mean, look at this. We barely did anything in the second half compared to them, who suddenly just went nuts and had all the shots. We've won the match 1-0. Should have won it by more. We had an XG of 2.41. Combined, there should have been 4 goals in that game. And there is confirmation then that we have qualified for the round of 16. So we miss out on the first knockout round, go straight into the second. Basically, it was Dynamo and Southampton all the way through this group. One more game to play, which I think is Augsburg. We should win that, although they are the only team to actually score a goal against us in the Europa League. Next up then, we're going to move forward into December, the 3rd of December, to take on 10th place Brighton at the Amex, a match that arguably we should be good enough to win. I'm hoping we've got some more fit defenders, because I don't like the fact that we only have 2 at the moment. For the Brighton game then, in goal, big Gavin Bazunu, Livramento, Bella Kotchap, Chaleta Sarr and Walker Peters. We've gone back to the double-barreled defence. It's going to be James Ward-Prowse as the DLP. Onyeka and Smallbone in midfield with Brobby, Aribo and Moukoko up front. I'm trying Brobby again on that right-hand side because it clearly worked in the last match. Aribo's going to get a run out on the left-hand side, which is a position where he can technically play, but he's arguably more suited to the right-hand side. And let's hope that we can do something. Apparently, Brighton are good. They're down in 11th now. You've probably also noticed that I am starting to play Bazunu more over Omlin because in January we have a new goalkeeper coming in who I'm expecting to be our number 2 goalkeeper, and I think Bazunu is a better option long term. And if we can get some money for Omlin, which I'm fully aware we only signed him at the start of the save, so he's only been here a year and a half, but if we can get some money out of Omlin, that's a better use rather than getting rid of Gavin Bazunu, who you know is just going to be a world-class goalkeeper in about 4 or 5 years' time. Although this is a beta save and it's probably going to end after 3 seasons, the fact that I'm building for the future is just something what I do in Football Manager. Brobby has the ball, loses out, not ideal, And now Brighton, big kick upfield. Bella Kotchap forward. Straight to Adam Lallana, though. Trossard doesn't get there. Smallbone controls it well for Jakob Moder. And now Lamptey on the right-hand side. Aribo's there with him. Gets past him, though. Keep him pace, though. Back towards Lewis Dunk. Jakob Moder. He's gone for a run. Lumps it off towards the left-hand side. Good control as well by this man's name. Not even going to try and pronounce it. Webster. Back to the fullback, who I think might be from Ecuador or Colombia. One of those two. It's in the middle. Oh, Smallbone should have got there. McAllister's long-range effort is not the best. Goes over the bar. First chance goes to Brighton, but it wasn't a very good one. And the rest of the match hasn't been very good either, apparently. We've got about 10 minutes left of the first half to play. Mokoko's in here. And what happened there? Mokoko, have you just lost all your confidence? It should be 1-0 to us. But instead, it is 0-0 at half-time. And both teams have been pretty poor. Both teams have been very poor. We need more possession. We have not got it. I've just spotted we have 42% possession. Basically, Brighton are just holding on to everything. Ward-Prowse with the cross for us. Brobby's there. At the back post, goes just over the bar. We're getting better. Are we getting better? It's one highlight. Ward-Prowse with another free kick, a little bit deeper this time. Bella Kotchap heads forward. Aribo goes for goal. And that's gone wide as well. I say that's gone wide. That was definitely going wide. Sanchez in goal. Just watched it. And now Brighton with a chance. 57th minute. Chaleta Sarr didn't bother going for it. I think it might have been Caicedo with a headed effort for Brighton. His effort goes wide as well. Mokoko is having his second poor game of the episode. So Lavadra is going to come on. Ward-Prowse is playing badly. Ward-Prowse is playing badly, but I want to keep him on. And we're going to go for that. We're going to stick Lavia as the DLP. Put Ward-Prowse as the box-to-box. Maybe that little change might help us. 22 maybe minutes left to play. And Brighton have the ball. Annoyingly, we had a free kick in a good position and we just lumped it forward. Walker-Peters intercepts. Lavia finds Levadja. He's been kicked by, I think, Paul Van Heck? Joel Veltman's come on. Who was it? What's his name? It is Jan Paul Van Heck has been sent off. I knew his name was Paul somewhere. And I imagine because of that, Brighton are going to shut up shop. But then again, their formation for the entire match has been this 7-defender mess. So they've been shutting up shop since the start of the match. Bazunu with a kick over the halfway line. Lavadja doesn't bother. Aribo's been clattered. Caicedo is going to get himself a second yellow card as well. We need to go for this. We need to go for this. They are down to 9 men. We've got a corner. Just chuck everybody up there. We can outnumber them. Ward-Prowse gets the ball back. Get it in the box. Chaleta Sarr across. Finds Brobby. And Brian Brobby is there at the back post. The whistle's gone up. There is no way anybody was offside in this. There is no way. This has to be a goal. This really does have to be a goal. It's who's getting called for offside here? Who's getting called for offside? Nobody's even near. What's going on? There's no way anybody was offside in that at all. Why did we get a whistle or anything? It is 1-0. We've got 5 minutes left to play of injury time, a minute of normal time to play. It's 9-man Brighton. They are down to 9 men. Aribo's nicked this. Play it across. Please play it across. We do. Frank Onyeka's in and Frank Onyeka doubled our lead. We should just coast now to the final whistle. That was tough. That was real tough. Going down to 9 men, I think might have broken Brighton somehow. Just a thought. Getting 2 players sent off may well have broken Brighton. It is a 2-0 win in the end. And Jan-Paul Van Heck, Moises Caicedo both getting sent off. Once Caicedo went off, it was game over, wasn't it? Brobby with the goal. Onyeka with the double as well. We pick up 3 more points. And that moves us up into 5th place once again. I think we dropped down to 6th, but we're back into 5th place where we finished last season, where we started the episode, I think. 25 points on the board, joint with Brentford, who are only ahead of us on goal difference, and obviously because they beat us. But we have some very good wins on there. The 3-1 and the 3-2 against Man United and Arsenal, good wins. The 1-0 against West Ham, I'd say, is a good win as well. Although West Ham now mid-table side, beating Leeds, beating Villa, beating Burnley, beating Everton. We've beaten some good teams, and we've lost the matches where you'd expect us to lose, apart from Palace and probably Brentford. But Brentford are clearly a Champions League quality side. So, because of the Europa League, I think this season is going to be slightly extended. I'm not sure by how much, but next episode what we're going to do is we're going to come back for maybe Spurs and Wolves. I think we might do that just before the January transfer window, and then we'll do another episode which will be the other side of the January transfer window, so you can see who we've all brought in. Like I said in the last episode, give me hints for players you want me to sign. Tell me who you want me to sign, and I might see if I can get it done. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and you're enjoying these videos. And I will be back tomorrow with more Football Manager in the beta with Southampton.